Okay, how many of you have had an experience of traveling in a Hinjewadi traffic, especially on a weekday evening around 7 p.m.? Yeah, I'm sure Harsha had. It's indeed a terrible experience, isn't it? I mean, you have just had a long, strenuous day at work. You hop onto the Infosys bus. The moment bus leaves campus, you are in a sound nap. After around half an hour, you wake up because of the sound of honking going around, and you realize that you are not even 1 kilometer away from your office. And your reaction is like, oh God, when will I reach home? Your entire routine is disturbed. And if you are traveling in your own car or your own bike, then you would be like pulling your hair or banging your head on the steering wheel. One good solution to this problem is carpooling. Basically, this is not a problem only related to Hinjewadi area, but anywhere in the world where there are a large number of commuters traveling at a particular time in a particular direction, this problem is felt. So carpooling is basically nothing but sharing your ride with others. Those other people can be your fellow colleagues, your friends, or at times they can be total strangers also. Like carpooling can be divided into two parts, like static and dynamic carpooling. Where static carpooling, you have fixed partners over a period of time, and in the dynamic carpooling is mostly at a runtime. So on the day of travel, the partners are decided like that. So how does carpooling help us? What are the advantages of carpooling? Most important advantage is carpooling reduces the traffic on your road. Since you are sharing the rides, there will be fewer vehicles on road and it will reduce your traveling time. So when you have more time, you can do your leisure activities, you can spend more time with your family. People like Santosh Ramana can spend extra hours in their gymnasium. So it overall improves your work-life balance. The next advantage is cost sharing. Most of the carpools, as you know, operate on the principle of cost sharing. That is, your travel cost for a ride will be shared between the fellow passengers. It can be like people share in terms of money, or if it is a static carpool, people take turns to get their vehicles day by day. So it reduces your driving burden also. The next advantage is when you are driving alone after a strenuous day at work in a pollution, your frustration levels are really high. If you are traveling with your fellow passengers, you can have healthy discussions, you can have some jokes, music, etc. etc. All this is from a personal point of view. How does carpooling helps the environment? Carpooling helps us to have lesser fuel emissions, again due to the fact that the number of vehicles will be reduced. Like we know, vehicles emit tons and tons of carbon dioxide every day. So studies have shown that if you are using carpooling dedicatedly, you can reduce up to 25 to 30% of those carbon dioxide emissions. Again, we are reducing usage of natural resources like petroleum gases. So it is definitely a big go green initiative. How does carpooling helps the corporates? Corporates will obviously require lesser parking space if there are fewer number of vehicles coming in. So corporates also promote carpooling. So keeping all these advantages in mind, carpooling is being encouraged at many levels. Many applications, web portals have been decided, like applications like carpool.in, Make My Carpool, or Android-based applications like Pool My Ride have been developed just to promote this idea of carpooling. Then one question comes to mind is, if carpooling is that beneficial, then why do people not use it extensively? What are the challenges that people face while using carpooling? All the challenges which I have come so far are related to personal mindset. The first challenge is flexibility. When you are traveling alone, you are the king. You can go by any route, you can take stops wherever you want, you can leave from your source point at whatever time you want. When you are doing carpooling, there are you need to be considerate about your fellow passengers. You need to fix your timing. All these restrictions are there, so people tend to ignore carpooling. Second point is about carpooling etiquettes. When you are traveling alone, as I said, you are free to do anything, but when you are traveling with fellow passengers, you need to be considerate with them. Once I was reading one post on bulletin board where one experience said that a person was practicing carpooling regularly, but one day he stopped because he found that the backseat of his car was fully dirty with chips, cold drink stains, etc. So this is when you are traveling in carpooling, you need to take care of cleanliness. Then another example is people often speak very loudly on phone. They are not considerate about what our other fellow passengers are doing. So these points considering, people tend to ignore carpooling. But if we weigh the pros and cons of carpooling, we can see that advantages of carpooling are far more than the challenges that it throws. So if we are ready to be little considerate and ready to adjust something, then carpooling can reduce many of your hassles of commuting. So it will not only save you some money, but it will also help environment in a bigger cause. The only question is, are we ready to explore this new idea and make this world a better place for everyone?